if you can. Okay, so I hadn't planned on doing this one quite yet, so I'm not completely set up, but our guest speaker who was supposed to talk to us about Facebook had some emergency. Well, one of her downline had a baby, and so now she has her downline's kids with her. So totally understandable that her life got turned upside down today. So we are going to talk about text parties, as well as something that I have started called a landing page. And you can use a landing page for numerous things, but I'm going to show you guys how I have been using them. And for me, it has made a world of difference with simplifying my business and organizing. So I'm going to, before I share my screen, okay, so what I've been doing for a text party to be able to get people to say yes. So when I have someone that asks to place an order, they need new wax, they need a washer with, I always tell them, do you want to try to get this for free by doing a text sent session? I don't ever say party, I always say text sent session. And I will go into that and say 5 of your VIP friends will get a party packet in the mail with some samples. And it's a really simple process. There's no like having to show up at a certain time. It is basically a week where your friends get 2 texts for the day to show off some items. They get to look at that at their leisure and then place an order, and then you have the potential of getting your stuff for free. So what I personally do for my party packs, you definitely, oh, this one isn't one of my party packs. I'm not going to go into too much length on this, but this is my party packs. It basically has, my favorite 6 packs, and then it has some highlighted items right here. And then inside of it, I put my little scavenger hunt postcard that links to the catalog. This is uploaded in our team Google Drive. Whoops, that's completely upside down. Sorry, guys. And then I will just throw wax samples in here, as well as I always try to do a washer with sample and a Scentsy soak sample, because most of your customers have tried wax. They probably haven't tried Scentsy soak and wash wifts, and those are the 2 items that you are going to get people hooked on to start purchasing from you. Little side note, if you really want to expand your customer purchasing from you, focus on getting them some sort of pod usage. So a wall fan, a mini fan, get them hooked on pods, because that's something that they can't go buy at Walmart. And then get them hooked on washer whiffs, because the same thing for that. And then I usually have a room spray sample that I put in there. You do not have to go that in depth with your party packs. You can do a simple, gosh, I don't have everything right now. You can just do a simple envelope with some little wax shreds. You can do, what have I done that's flat? You can do a room spray sample on just like a little leaf or a little flower, just something that they can smell, anything that's going to be flat, because you want it to be able to fit through this slot right here. It has to be under 1 ounce, and it has to fit through this slot. Some post offices give these away. I got this off of Etsy, but I had such a problem with the post office that I invested in getting one of these. They were like $10. But I just make sure that I can pass it through here, and then I know I can use a regular stamp with it. So you decide on your budget what you're able to do as far as your party packs. I do that version for anybody past the 5 people. So if I have 5 VIPs and say she has 15 guests, the other 10 get just a product sheet in an envelope with a wax sample and like a flat room spray sample. So they're still getting something. So I'm going to show you guys, share my screen. So yeah, so I basically try to make it, you don't want to word vomit on them, but you want to try to keep it very concise as far as what they're going to be required. I try to tell them the great thing about a text party is they're not having to comment on posts or interaction, you know, items and things like that. The text is going to that person individually. So it's up to them whether or not they want to interact or not. And the host basically only has to do the inviting and only has to do like the end game of, you know, sometimes if you have to have someone follow up or something like that. So I'm going to show you guys what I use for a texting service. You do not have to use this. You can go completely individual. But this right here, I am all about time saving and doing my processes extremely easy. So this right here is called Product Broadcast, and I'm not going to go into complete detail, but I just want you guys to kind of see how easy it is to do a text party. So Project Broadcast basically allows me to do what's called a campaign, and you can do so many different campaigns. There is a Scentsy group for Project Broadcast where you can actually get codes where people have already done up a campaign and you don't have to start from scratch. But so this right here is my text campaign. So basically what I do is I will send the host a invite, and I will show you what that is here in just a little bit. They send that to their friends, and their friends fill out the party packet form that I have. Once they get that filled out, I send out their party packets, and then I add them to this campaign. And the great thing about this is I don't actually have to send any of these text messages. The program does it for me. And so I don't even have to think about it. So if you work a full-time job, or if you know, don't want to work Scentsy 24/7 and you need your business to work for you, this may be something that you may want to utilize. So basically on the first day, it's going to send something like this, where it's just an introduction of who I am and what to expect. Basically saying you're going to get 2 texts a day for the next 7 days. And I actually need to update this because this says January, so I need to update that. And then it goes into, sorry, I need to move my, I hate when I screen share because I can't like see on my screen. And then it goes into very short, you know, warmers, what my favorite warmer is. I always send a link. You know, here's the connection to the warmers so that they can go look at that. Browse bars here. And I can do up a Google Doc that has all the wording like already in this so that y'all can just copy and paste if you're wanting to send these texts individually and not use a service like this. And you can just copy it and kind of make it your own. But this is basically what they're getting. They're just getting really short tidbits of information. I hope you guys can see that. Okay, can y'all see it? Okay, okay. So they're just getting little short tidbits of information. And if it catches their attention, then they can click on the link and go look and see more information on the website. So the last party that I did was for a bunch of nurses that are on the go and extremely busy. So they knew that they weren't going to be able to show up to a Facebook party. So a lot of the responses, because after my parties, I always ask my guests, how did you enjoy it? Was there something that you did like or that you didn't like? So that I'm always kind of tweaking what I'm doing. And I got a lot of feedback that they liked, that they didn't feel pressured to order if they didn't need to. but they also could view this on their particular time. So it just goes through, you know, body, pets, Whiffbox, Scentsy Club, and then the last day is a wrap it up, basically saying that here's how you can order. And then the very last day, of course, is a host join, because you want to get those new people to join. So it's really simple. So a lot of people, when they see text message parties, are like, oh, I don't know what to do. It is that simple. So I'm going to show you the few things that I do beforehand to make sure that this is successful. Okay. First off, I'm going to actually start from scratch. All right. If you have not done anything with Canva, I highly suggest trying it out. What happened? It's like Canva does not need to mess up on me right now. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how I kind of put this together. And so bear with me, because I want to show you guys kind of from scratch, and it's something that you guys can work, you know, watch it back and work from. So I'm just going to choose a background. And then I always want to put the host picture on there, because when somebody sees your host picture, they are more apt to want to participate. And I know I'm going kind of fast with this. That's why I say watch it back. So this is my host image. I'm going to add that there. Okay. So this right here is how you create a landing page. And what you can do with your landing page, there's so many different things. So I use this for my invite. This is a way that my host can send one picture, and it's going to show links for them to be able to click on. So let's see, I'm going to add text, and I'm going to say shop my party. Move that up. And then I'm going to copy it and make another one. And we'll say view the catalog. And do another one. And get my VIP packet. All right, so I'm going to take you guys to one I've already done. Reload. What is going on with Canva? Seriously, guys. Okay, so come on. All right, so this is one that's already done. So when I type this in, if I go up to this little link button at the top, I can put in the website that I want those words to be linked to. So that's going to send them to their website. This right here, if I go up to link one, that is going to send them to my form to receive their VIP packet. Join my game night. That right there is going to link them to my social page. Message my consultant basically links them to Scentsy's website, where it's the message link. Spring catalog is linked to the flip book. And then the Facebook button links them to my VIP page, and the Instagram little box links them to my Instagram to be able to start following me. So when you, can you do the links with the free version of Canva? I'm almost positive you can, Amber, but I'm almost positive you can. I don't have the free version, but I'm almost positive you can. So take a look on your free version and let me know if you see it or not. So once you have this created, and you can do anything that you want on these links. So say you want your landing page to say, to link to your website, a message you, follow you on Facebook, become a new customer. Like, you can make this whatever you want it to do to link to different places. Once you do that, you want to go to download. What was it? Alt download. We'll go over to this, and you want to type in how would you like to publish it, and you're going to do website. Man, Canva is like really messing up tonight. I've never had them mess up like this. So this is not normal. Okay. Then you're going to click scrolling and then open website. So this right here is what your customer is going to see when your host sends this to them. So if they want to shop a party, they're going to click that. And it's going to take them to the website. And the same thing goes for the rest of them. So this is what my VIP sample packet form looks like. I have switched over from Google Docs to Jotform. I feel like I can edit it a lot more. And I'm going to show you guys something that you can do with Jotform that you can't do with Google Forms. So I'm going to put Jessica invited me, and then my address and my phone number. And then I ask the question, are you interested in any of the following? And you always want to ask this question, because all of my text parties I did last month, I think I sent out, I'll just say around 15 of my party packets. I had at least 5 of those people say that they wanted free credit or they'd like to get 20% back. So that opens up the conversation for me to offer the party, and it also opens the conversation for me to see if they want to join. So I'm going to click one of those and then hit submit. So once you hit submit, the great thing about Jotform is you can pick where that person goes once they've hit the submit button. So I have this set up that once that person hits submit, it takes them to my social page where I do my partying. So I go live now one night out of every single week, so that my customers consistently know that on Friday nights, Rachel is going to be live to play some sort of game and to show off some Scentsy items. So even if they're doing a text party with me, if their guests want to attend one of my game nights, they still have that option to do that. So that's why I like the Jotform, was because I was able to redirect them to my social page to where they could attend if they wanted to or not. Okay, where do I want to go from here? All right, so Jotform's done. And they can join the game night there. If they have to come back to this page later on in their text message, then they have a link to that and message. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to think what else I was going to show you. So I know that that was like a really quick version, but I want to, here, I'm going to pull up my Facebook page. And guys, find ways to make this work for you. If you don't have time to figure out Project Broadcast, do the text individually. Schedule them on your phone. Sit down, take the post, schedule them on your phone so that when you're at work, it sends these things automatically. It's the same thing as Facebook. All right. All right, so Kimberly Paluto is actually who I learned this from. So as you can see right here in her profile, she has a link that is kimberlypaluto.com company.connect. when you click this, it takes her not to a website, but it takes her to her landing page, what we just created in Canva. So these are things that connect to like her YouTube video, to view a catalog, to join her VIP group, have a question, she has a blog, get special text, and then so on and so forth. So this utilizes, instead of them just being linked to your website and that being the only link that they can go to, when they click on this, they're like, oh, I may want to look at the catalog, or oh, she has a blog. Let me look at her blog. It opens up the avenue for customers to be like, oh, there's more for me to be able to go see. So using this is definitely going to open up a lot more avenues. Do you create the link yourself? So the link is basically what I do. So I just go into like my website and you just copy the link and post it. Sorry, I've got to move this. So when I click on this and I go to the link, that's where I'm going to copy that link to. Okay. And the same thing for JotForm. When you create a form, it'll give you a link and you put that in there. So you're just basically copying and attaching it to that. Okay, where do I want to go from there? So this is what I send the customer. So once I've got that link created, all right, I need to X out some stuff because I'm not sure where everything's at right now. All right, so I'm going to copy this right here. And there is a way to make this link look fancy like hers, where it said KimberlyPerluto.com, you know, but I'm not going to show you guys that right now because I feel like just the landing page was a lot of information to take on. But there is a website called Rebrandly. It's like brand, REBRANDLY. And it basically lets you choose a domain. I will show you really quick what it looks like. Oh, I did not want to type that. So I was able to set up a domain. And so when I take that link, I can sit here and make it look like this. So when I send a link, it's going to say theshinemama.com, and I put / in the guest name or the host name. And you can create any kind of links that you want. Like this is my Connect one. And it also lets you see like who clicks on it and stuff. So as you go along, there's other things that you can do to make it look a little bit more fancy. But I just want you guys to get the concept of the landing page, just because I feel like that right there utilizes so much information in just a small little section, to be able to allow people to go to more avenues of your party. So yeah, so they're going to send this link to their friend, and I'm going to show you guys what my texts usually look like. Let me go to one that I started today. All right, so this is what I sent to my host to say. I said, if you wouldn't mind sending this to your friends and family and coworkers who love to smell good, home decor, and cleaning, send this. Hey, I'm about to stock up on some new Scentsy scents since the new catalog is out, and my girl is sending out some quick texts next week to be able to shop on your time. She's doing a VIP 90s rom-com theme mail with catalogs and samples so we can smell all the new scents. Want to jump in with me? So it's very catchy, very short, very to the point, but it catches them that it's themed, and it lets them know, hey, I'm just shopping. You want to shop along with me? And then after that, I say, once they say yes, I want you to send this. Great. You can request the catalog in cents, plus join the group where she does a live game night with prizes. Link to the form, but do it fast because she's sending out deluxe packs to the first 5 people. That gives people a sense of urgency and lets them know, oh, I need to hurry up and fill this out if I want to be one of the first 5. And I did actually have to update that link. But that's basically what I've been doing for my text parties. Once they send that out, they fill out the form. I send my VIP packets out. I send them the text messages. And then I follow up with them after the 7 days and say, hey, did you like your samples? How did you, like using them? What was your favorite? And are you ready to basically place an order? It's that simple. I know that was a lot of information, but once you do the steps, it's really, let me, trying to, I don't want to stop share. Okay. I am going to open it up for questions because I know that was really fast. Come on, Rebecca. I know you got some.
Lulu's been driving me crazy. She's been barking this whole entire time.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I wasn't really able to concentrate a whole lot. I'm definitely interested in a landing page. Does she just use that just for these parties or in general?
No, like I said, she has it linked on her Facebook page. I'm trying to think where else she said that she used on. But I was trying to find a way to, because I used to send picture invitations to my host to be able to invite people and let them know what time they needed to show up. But I wanted to not have to send the picture and a link to the form and a link to the group. Like, I was like, there has to be an easier way to do this. And when I found this to where everything's right there, I was just like, this is it. This is like the perfect thing.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like it.
Yes, it's definitely more pleasing than Linktree. And Linktree you have to pay for. Canva you do not. So, I mean, unless you want to go with like the pro version, but Canva is free. There's things that you can do on it with free. I'm almost positive the link version you don't have to pay to be able to do the links.
I tried to look, but Canva's just freezing up all over the place.
Yeah, it's being really weird tonight. So I mean, I'm just trying to find ways to let things run simpler and also not have to take up so much of my time. And it feels sometimes a little bit disconnected that you're sending texts that are already scheduled, but it's letting people shop on their time. There is a lot more that you can do with Project Broadcast. Some people have done it to where people can navigate their own experience. So they have a text message that you can send and basically say I sent about warmers, and the person can reply and you ask the question at the end, would you like to learn about diffusers, or would you like to learn about our body items? And the person types in that keyword and it navigates them to what they want to learn about next. And so it's more of a guided experience that they get to participate in. So these are just things that as you start doing it and as you start growing, you're able to make your customer's experience a little bit more tailored and a little bit more, I don't know, interesting and enjoyable instead of just receiving text messages. I have not done that yet though, but it's there. But yeah, so that's text messaging and that's a landing page. And I know I went through it really fast. So if you start to try to do that, put it on your schedule somewhere. If you have an evening where you're laying in bed and you want to try to play around with Canva, See if you can do a landing page just for linking people to your Facebook business page, to your website, to be able to message you, to Instagram, like those few little things, and put it in your profile page, and just start from there. And then see if some of that wording works for your customers. I know this month for one of my personal specials, I have been asking people if they, I was like, I've got $20 in free product. Are you interested in it? And if they say yes, that's when I say, well, let's do a text session and I can get you that $20 in free product. It all comes from Host Rewards, but it's all in your wording and how you present it to people. Instead of saying, will you host a party for me and you get free rewards and get half price items. And when you start saying all that, they're like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so much work. And I can't take that on right now. My life is crazy busy. And we all feel like that when something's said to us like that. So if you make it very much like, hey, you want $20? Then it opens up like a very casual conversation about doing a party. So I think that's all I had for tonight. Our next training session, oh man, I was gonna do our raffle live, but I'll have to do it after we get off here.
I got a question, Rachel.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you offer them the $20 to do the text session, but it has to be qualifying for them to get it, or you're just going to give them $20 credit based on?
So it depends on where you're at with your business. If I have a party that I'm already closing where I have $20 available, then I may go ahead and give it to them as my promise. It wouldn't be any different than me doing, because I've done like the mini warmers where I say, hey, if you host a party for me this month, you'll get a free mini warmer. All personal specials, all have to be done privately, not publicly. But sometimes, depending on the person, if I think that they're just wanting something for free, but they're not actually going to be a good host, then after I say the $20 and they're like, yeah, sure, how can I get that? Then that's when I'll say, well, hey, let's do a text session. And if you get like 6 of your friends to buy, a 6-pack of wax, then you got your $20 right there, So I don't say a qualifying party. I make it more like get 6 friends to stock up on their wax and you get your free $20. So I think sometimes we as consultants get a little bit caught up in the wording that we're trained to say, and we have to change how we're speaking, because how we speak to one another is how we accidentally speak to our customers. And so even saying the word recruiting, Krista is on me all the time. We do not recruit. We sponsor, we offer it to people, but we do not recruit them. We are not in the military. But recruiting is said to us all the time in Scentsy. So it's hard for us to shift how we speak to our customers. And nobody wants to be recruited. But if you say, come to Scentsy with me, or hey, you had really great customer service, like come do, come be a great customer service rep to, your friends and family. That is so much different than saying, hey, I want to recruit you and be on my team. So, yeah. But, so I'm going to do the raffle later after I look up where everybody's numbers are, because I haven't even looked since we had our release today. Did anybody have an otter or jellyfish sold? No, I had an otter. It's very strange that an adult bought the otter, but she did. For a birthday gift for another adult.
Hey, I got a pig.
You have a pig, yes. It's just a strange, like normally the license stuff is like where I have to have it, but an otter, which is kind of, okay, I'll get that for you.
I have a party. I have an order to submit before midnight tonight, right? I got till midnight.
Rachel will not be staying up that way to do her raffle ticket.
Oh, no.
So where are you at in your PRV?
I'm probably gonna submit it tomorrow. I have a party tomorrow I need to stack on top of.
We'll chat on that after. Okay, so I know I went through that really fast. So like I said, if you guys have questions next week, and I also wanted to touch on something really quick. I'm going to post this on the team page later. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about this month and a lot of conversations that I've had, not just in our team, but even like the director's page and stuff. And I just want you guys to know this is an incredibly slow month for a lot of people. You are not alone in that. I, right at the moment, only have $275 in sales right now. I have an order pending, but that's only going to put me at like 600. So do not feel alone in the fact that your PRV is not crazy high right now. Don't use it as, I hate to use the word as an excuse, but even though my PRV is really low, I still got up while my family slept in for the holiday, and I scheduled messages to go out to follow up with customers to shake some trees, and I got a lot of no's slammed in my face today. But what you do in the dip when things are really slow and you stay consistent and you stay persistent in your business, I promise you will be fruitful a month, 2 months, 3 months from now. And I can say that with all honesty and with all like having experienced it. It's not fun. It sucks. It kind of makes you feel kind of yucky and gloomy and all in the feels, but if you stay determined, and that's why so many Scentsy people talk about your why, and it's cheesy when people say your why, but your why is what's going to keep you going. My family needs this paycheck, so I can't say, bah humbug, I'm not having great PRV this month. I have to keep doing the things that I know work, and even if it doesn't be fruitful this month, it will be fruitful the next month, a couple of months. I could recruit 10 people like I did in June 2020 last year. So you just have to stay persistent in it and don't let it get you down. Know your why. Keep doing the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing. Go watch a YouTube video, even if it's not a Scentsy YouTube video. What you tell your brain and what you feed yourself every single day has such an impact on your spirit and your attitude. So if you need to go listen to a motivational speaker or turn on some gospel music or whatever it is that gets your attitude shifted to be able to get up and get going, like my TikTok video that I posted this morning, I need to listen to stuff like that says like, you are going to have a good day today. Like, get your butt up, go put on a smile. And even if I have to listen to that video like 10 times today because I was in a funk, I was going to have a good day. So just try to find what makes Scentsy fun for you. Find 3 things that you love to do in your Scentsy business and do that this week. Like, even if it's really, really little stuff, find 3 things that you like to do. Maybe it's just having a conversation with a particular customer, or if you like doing theme stuff, put something together themed, or if you like making flyers or whatever it is that you like to do. If you're in a funk, go do those 3 things and it will make a huge difference in enjoying your business. Because if you're not enjoying your business, then you need to have a complete shift in what you're doing and figure out a way to make the responsibilities of a business person fun, because we have a privilege to do Scentsy, to be able to work at home, You know, some of us are with our kids. Some of us are working towards being able to be at home. And those first few years are hard. They are hard. You are going to make sacrifices. You are going to have to get up early. You're going to have to stay up late. You're going to have to figure out a schedule. There are things that you're going to have to do to make your Scentsy business work. But the hard work you pay now, it will pay off down the road, and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, man, I'm really glad that I put in those hard hours. But when you're putting in those hard hours, make sure that you're finding joy in the few things that you're doing, and simplify your processes. Get a schedule. Even if you suck at schedules, you need to write down what you need to do for your business. That way you're not all over the place, crazy busy, because when life hits and things get crazy, that's when it's like, how into this are you? How determined are you? And only you are in charge of whether or not that's actually going to work for you. But if you can stay in it when life is crazy, then it will. I have to believe it. I see it. Y'all have seen it. Y'all have seen different people. So I just encourage you guys to stick with it and don't let this month. Are you opening Scentsy in location soon? Yeah. I don't know. I get a little passionate, but I have to, guys. Like, I have to. This month is weighed on me. I have been it's weighed on me. So, but it gets me passionate because I want to see you guys succeed. I want to see you guys excel. And every single one of you, there's potential there. But really, it all boils down to you guys just getting organized a little bit. And I know that scares people, that word, getting organized, to where the tasks that you have to do are really simple, but you need to know what those tasks are. And then just talking to people. It really just boils down to customer service and meeting people. Aim to meet 5 to 7 new people every month, and your business will grow. I promise that. Okay, it's 8:45, so I'm gonna let you guys go because I know some of you guys have had an incredibly hard day. But try to take the one gift that I can say that I have, and I don't say this to brag, but the one gift that I know that I have is to go take information that's out there and not just look at it and be like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. But you have to implement it. Like, that is the hiccup that most people run into, is they will see something and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I love that. And then they put it to the side and don't do anything with it. I'm not saying go do everything all at once, but if it's going to benefit your business, set aside the time to implement it. Otherwise, it's just a good idea and it's not going to benefit you really. Okie dokie. All right, ladies. Thank you guys for hopping in. And I am here if you have any questions. And those that are watching the replay, same goes for you. And I will do the raffle here in just a little bit. Bye.